morning, good evening, or good afternoon. It is, you know who once again, this time for a movie review. That is right. Now, this past weekend I saw the news, out somewhat new, it's been out for a few weeks, the new Silent Hill Revelation 3D, or Silent Hill 2 in 3D. Ooh, 3D. Yeah, talk about hunting the eyeballs, folks. Just a heads up, this originally came out October 26th, so it wasn't that too long ago. So, yippee! We fucking who. Anyway, before I can even talk about the second movie, got to talk not only about a little bit about the first film. Ugh, God help me on that one. But I gotta talk about at least the first three games it's based on. Now, Silent Hill, the original first three, all came out a long, long time ago. Silent Hill 3 in 2003, Silent Hill 2 in 2001, and Silent Hill the original back in 1999, and at least in North America. Now, I've played all of them, and all of them are a very fun game. It takes place in Silent Hill, you know. Granted, I keep thinking it looks like West Virginia for some weird reason. God, that's a scary thought, isn't it? Probably one of the more creepier games from that timeline. You know, Silent Hill was a very creepy game, with number 2, in my opinion, being the best one. But he's also very good as well to me. You know, which granted I love the Silent Hill games. You know, I still play the first one. You know, want to get 2 and 3 that with the HD update eventually when I have money. But I enjoyed the games, so I'm just going to tell you ahead of time, if you played the games, you probably already know what's going to happen in the second film. If you haven't played the games, I'm telling you now, spoiler warnings out the ass. But before we get to 2, let's talk about Silent Hill, the first film. Oh God. Now, I gotta be honest, there was a reason why this one I did not enjoy the first one. I didn't feel it lived up to what it should have been in the first one. It didn't live up to the games to me. You know, it didn't live up to me. You know, I thought it did okay with the monsters and, you know, the scenery, but as far as everything else, I didn't care. I thought the ones playing the characters were a joke. I actually wanted to take a nap because I really did not enjoy the first one. So going into the second one, I did not have high hopes. However, I was generally surprised, you know. I did like the character playing the main character, Shannon. You know, and I love the fact how they tie the first film and the third film together. And I do like the fact how they tied the games together on this one. They did a better job, particularly at the end of the movie, which I'll get to that. Granted, I'm kind of surprised they did add a Vincent, a love interest. You know, that was kind of weird to me, but it is what it is. You know, I don't remember Vincent being a love interest. Maybe that was just me. Granted, I barely remember Silent Hill 2 and 3 because, well, that's when I was, you know, actually trying to pay attention in school, so games didn't really have a good factor on me during that time. For at least about 2 months. You know. Hey! As a matter of fact, here's the difference. In the movie, Vincent's about her age. Teenage age. You know. And they go, it made me feel freaking in love. Which is wonderful. Which is great. But, in the game, he's killed. Which is weird because in the movie he lives. Just as a spoiler. Ooh, that's one thing I was kind of disappointed with. And the kid, the detective, which I thought was fucking hilarious. I think it's hilarious. I don't know why. It's just me. Pyramid Head looked very good in this now. And I did enjoy the movie. Now, the third one out, it's a good romp. You know, if you play the games, you already know what's going to happen. If you haven't, you might get scared a bit. You know, not a lot of jump scares. You know, the 3D I thought actually helped it a bit. You know, particularly when it was the final battle. Plus, hey, Malcolm McDowell was in it. So if Malcolm McDowell is in it, you know it's a good film because he's one of my favorite classical actors. You know, I don't think he gets enough respect. And put, you know, good battle at the end between Pyramid Head and the main villain, which I'm not going to even try to pronounce her name because I know I'll botch it. I'm just going to call her Wolf. That's easier. Miss Wolf. I don't fuck up. Now, ironically enough, at the end of the film, Harry decides to sit back to find Rose, so that I think it's kind of paying homage to the, you know, the old Silent Hill games. You know, he's going to stay back to find his loved one, oh Goo Goo Gaga. So could he be in the third one? And the reason I say a third film because at the end of the movie, you see Heather or whatever you want to call her, Heather or Shannon or whatever, and Vincent, not to be confused with WCW's Vincent. Walk out of Silent Hill and back into the real world where they get a ride from a guy named Travis Grade. Now, everyone wants now, I'm trying to remember, because I never heard that name before, so I had to do some digging. Yes, God help me, I did digging into a movie. You know, because originally I thought maybe the one playing the truck driver, maybe that was the guy from the video game. Which, granted, I could be wrong before. It wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, no, it wouldn't be the first time I've been wrong. Believe me, I've been wrong before in life. But I couldn't find any information about the truck driver in the game. In any of the newer games, or the old games. So maybe if somebody knows, that'd be great to help me. But at the end of it, while they're leaving in the pickup, you know, truck, as they drive off, you see several police cars in a prison bus travel into Silent Hill, and ash begins to fall. So I am presuming that the next film will be taking place, will be based on the last game, Silent Hill Downpour, not Book of Memories, like everyone was predicting if they were going to do a third one. Which, granted, this does not surprise me whatsoever. Just because of the fact of I'm not surprised about anything. Granted, we're probably going to see Harry in it as well. Now, I did enjoy this, you know. Granted, you know, everyone else was getting scared in the theater. I wasn't. Mostly because of the fact of I didn't think it was that scary. You know, I kind of put it as a thriller. You know, because it's very hard for me to be scared by the movie because I played the games, so I already know somewhat of what's going to happen to a degree. Now, I will say good. The only thing I can say bad about the movie is I was expecting to be scared. It didn't happen, but like I said, if you play the game, you're not going to be. But I did love the set pieces. The set looked great. The monsters looked good. And I actually did care for the characters, and this one, unlike in the first Silent Hill film where I just wanted them all to fucking die. So, what is my take on Silent Hill 2, the movie? In 3D or non-3D, depending which one you want. I actually got to say I'd recommend to go see it. It is a good film, better than the first one, so if you hated the first one, you will like the second one a bit, and then the second one does, at least to me, stay in line with the games, to a degree. I'm actually excited to see the third one when it eventually does come out. If we're still alive by that point in this world. You know, shit happens. Could be a nuclear holocaust coming we don't know about. But if we are, hey, I probably will be seeing the third one just like I see almost every video game movie. The only one I didn't get to see this year was the Resident Evil one because of stupid Bedford County not having any of it. Thank you, Bedford, for being a joke as usual. So, at the end of the day, I give Silent Hill 2 in 3D a surprising 4 out of 5. You know, thought about giving it a 3, but I thought that would not have been fair because I did enjoy the movie. I did like the set pieces. I did like the monsters. and I did like the story, but I felt it stuck more with the game than the first one. First Silent Hill movie, I give that a 1. I give that a 1. That's how bad I hated the first film, Silent Hill 1. I hated it. I loathed it. I'm gonna take a hammer to the disc and just smash it. Granted, that's probably why I have not wanted to do it, because I don't want to buy it again, because I do like to have a complete collection. So, what was your take if you did see Silent Hill 2 the movie? Did you enjoy it, or were you disappointed? Let me know what you think. Try to see you later in the week for more videos. 2 videos. I'm not going to tell you what they are. Let them be a surprise. You know who I am by now, and this is the DOUG signing out, saying enjoy your Tuesday.